Hello students, welcome back once again after a long time to your favorite channel Frank Guruji. So this is your Frank Guruji back again. Now today's video is going to be very vital for the students of Standard 11 and Standard 10 ICSE board, because the topic that we are going to learn today is stoichiometry. That is, we will deal with problems related to stoichiometric calculation. So now let's start the video, but before that you must sit with a pen and paper or pen and notebook so that you can write along with me. And at the same time you should also watch the video from start to the end without skipping. So let's start the video. So whenever we are writing chemical, let me first of all write the topic. Topic is stoichiometry. Now see students, stoichiometry. Before going into stoichiometry, we must know what information are given by chemical equation. In Standard 10, you have learned, especially the CBSE board students, you must have learned there is a chapter on chemical equation and chemical reaction. The various informations that are provided by a balanced chemical equation is that it gives us the relative number of moles of products and reactants. So from this we can conclude that chemical reactions gives us the quantitative relationship, a relation between reactants and products. How? Suppose we write N2 plus 3H2 giving 2NH3. So you can write from this chemical reaction that this is 1 mole, this is 3 mole, and this is 2 mole. So here you can see there is a quantitative relation, that is 1 mole of N2 reacts with 3 mole of hydrogen to give us 2 moles of ammonia. Similarly, we can also write 1 mole means 28 gram. 28 gram of nitrogen reacts with 3 into 2, that is 6 gram of hydrogen to give 2 into 17, that is 34 gram of ammonia. So chemical reaction basically giving us the relationship or relation between what kind of relation? Before that, it's quantitative. No, we are not talking about qualitative. Quantitative, that is relationship in terms of numbers between reactants and the products. And when we do calculation based on these numbers, it refers to stoichiometry. So I will write the definition of stoichiometry now. So what is stoichiometry? Stoichiometry means calculations based on quantitative relationship between reactants and products. Between reactants and products are called stoichiometry. Just now I have shown you the quantitative relationship between nitrogen, hydrogen and ammonia in the reaction N2 plus H2 and giving NH3. So whenever we are doing calculation based on these numbers, it refers to stoichiometry. Now this stoichiometry word is derived from Greek word stoichion, meaning element, and metron, meaning measure. So basically, we in stoichiometric calculation, what we do, we measure the amount of the reactants or the products obtained during a chemical reaction. So that's what about stoichiometric calculation is. Now, how do you do the calculation in various chemical problems? There are certain steps which you should follow before solving a question. See, so what are the steps? Steps for calculation. Whenever you are doing calculation based on stoichiometry, what you have to do, steps for calculation. First of all, first point, write balanced chemical equation. Second step, first of all, whenever there is a chemical reaction, you have to write it out, the balanced chemical reaction from the given question. Now, second step is from the chemical reaction, find molar ratio between given and the required substance. Whenever we are solving a question, we are given some parameters. So from the given parameters, we have to try to find a molar ratio. So that is the second step. Third step. What is the third step? The third step says that convert these moles into desired parameters. Convert these moles into desired parameters such as mass, volume, etc. And finally, the fourth step, use unitary method. Finally, what is the step? The step is use unitary method to calculate the final result. Okay, so let's revise again. In stoichiometry, what we are doing, first of all, you read the question. From the question, you write the equation, then balance it. From the balanced chemical equation, that is after writing the first step, second step is that you have to find a molar ratio between the given and the required substance, that is which is asked. Then you have to convert these moles into certain parameters like what? Mass and volume. And finally, use unitary method. This is very important. The last step, use unitary method to get the final result. So that's what stoichiometry and stoichiometric calculations are. Now we will solve some question to make this concept more clear. So you can write down the note, the steps. So to understand stoichiometry or do calculation on stoichiometry, I have written a question here. The question is, consider the following reaction. This is the reaction, that is 4HCl aqueous plus MnO2 solid gives 2H2 liquid plus MnCl2 aqueous plus Cl2 gas. How many grams of HCl react with 5 gram of MnO2? So the first step, as I have told you, you have to write a balanced chemical equation. So solution C. We will write the reaction here. 4HCl aqueous plus MnO2 solid gives 2H2O liquid plus MnCl2 aqueous plus Cl2 gas. See here, this reaction is already balanced, so we can skip step 1. Now stoichiometry. Stoichiometry also means the coefficient. Stoichiometric, there is a coefficient which is known as stoichiometric coefficients. What are these stoichiometric coefficients? These stoichiometric coefficients are actually the numbers which are written in front of the reactants and the products. So see here, there is nothing written, means 1, 2, this 1, 1 here we can write, 1 here we can write. So these are actually the stoichiometric coefficient. Okay, now from this stoichiometric coefficient we will try to see 4, we can write that here 4HCl means it also refers to 4 mole, 1 mole, here 2 mole, and here also 1 mole, and finally 1 mole. So this is the quantitative relationship between the reactants and products in terms of mole. Now if you want to change this into mass, so 4 into what? 1 plus 35.5, that is 4 into 36.5. I think this will come around 146. So that is, this is equal to 146 gram. Now 1 mole, this is 1 mole, that means Mn is 55 plus 16 into 2, that is 55 plus 32, that is 87 gram. Okay, now because here in this question we are required to look into HCl and MnO2, I am not calculating this. You can write it yourself, calculate the mass from this. So second step is also done. Now we have to find the relationship. See here, what is being asked in the question. In the question it is asked that how many grams of HCl react with 5 gram of MnO2. Now you consider this equation. This equation says that what? How many gram? 87 gram of MnO2 reacts with how many grams of HCl? 146 gram. So we can write 87 gram of MnO2 react with HCl is equal to 146 gram. Now we are in the fourth step. Now we are calculating the amount. So we have to follow the unitary method here. And while applying unitary method, you must keep in mind that whatever information is given in the question, that you have to write on the left hand side. You have to frame the statement in such a way that what is asked, it appears on the right hand side. Like here you have been asked to find the amount of HCl. So I have framed this question, this statement in such a way that HCl appears on the right side. So from this equation we can say that 86 gram, this is stoichiometry, 86 gram of MnO2 reacts with HCl is equal to 146 gram. So we are applying unitary method. So 1 gram of MnO2 react with HCl is equal to 146 divided by 87. Now in question we are given 5 gram, therefore 5 gram of MnO2 react with HCl is equal to 146 by HCl 87 into 5, and on calculation this will come out to be 8.39 gram. You can see it, check it yourself. So this is the first question related to stoichiometric calculation. Again I'll repeat, first of all write the balanced chemical equation. Here the question itself gives the balanced chemical equation, so you can skip it. Now from this balanced chemical equation, this is the equation. What we have to do, we have to find out the quantitative relation, that is the stoichiometric relationship. Now here also you have to keep in mind one term which is known as stoichiometric coefficients. Stoichiometric coefficients are the numbers that appears in front of the reactants and the products. So we see here in HCl the stoichiometric coefficient is 4, in MnO2 it is 1. I am focusing only on HCl and MnO2 because in the question it is asked to focus on HCl and MnO2. So from the stoichiometry we can write here the number 4 is the stoichiometric coefficient, means 4 mole of HCl react with 1 mole of MnO2. Now this mole, the third step, can be changed into gram. How? Into mass. First of all you calculate the molar mass of HCl. Mass of HCl is 1, mass of Cl is 35.5, so on adding we get 36.5. So 1 mole is 36.5, 4 mole means 4 into 36.5, that is 146 gram. Now in 1 mole of MnO2, Mn, the mass. So mass of MnO2, that is 55 plus 16 into 2, so that is 55 plus 32 gives 87 gram. So 87 gram of MnO2 react with HCl equal to 146 gram. We are here applying unitary method. 1 gram will react with HCl equal to 146 by 87, and in question you are asked for 5 grams, so just multiply by 5 and you get the answer, that is 8.39 gram. So this is one type of question. Now let's move to another type of question. So for having good grasp on stoichiometric calculations, you are required to solve as many questions as you can. That will increase your efficiency in dealing with this kind of questions. So I have a question here. The question is, calculate the mass and volume of oxygen at STP, that is standard temperature pressure, which will be evolved on electrolysis of 18 gram of water. Okay, so this is the question. Now the solution. First step, you have to write balanced chemical equation. So here the electrolysis of water, so that means breaking of water. This breaks into 2H2 plus O2. So this is the first step, that is write balanced chemical equation. Now calculate the mass. We can also second step, that is derive the molar ratio. It is 2 mole reacts with 2 mole, and this is 1 mole. So 2 mole means, you know, 2 plus 16, that is 18. So this is equal to 36 gram. And here 2 moles means 2 into 2, that is equal to 4 gram. And this one 16 into 2, that is 32 gram. Calculate the mass and volume of oxygen at STP which will be evolved on electrolysis of 18 gram of H2O. So what we are seeing that from this stoichiometric relation we have found out the molar relation. 36 gram of water evolves oxygen equal to 32 gram. Okay, so we are applying now unitary method. 1 gram of water evolves oxygen equal to 32 divided by 36, and in question you are asked for 18 gram. Therefore 18 gram of water on electrolysis, I have not written, you can write, evolve oxygen is equal to 32 by 36 into 18. So 18 2s are 2, 16s are. So answer is 16 gram. So the mass, we have got the mass, we have found out the mass of the oxygen that will be evolved. Now the second part asks for what? Volume of oxygen. So let me rub this. So here we will require mass volume relation. Here you can see that 36 gram evolves 32 gram, that is 1 mole, or we can say 22.4 liter. 36, this is mass volume. For the second question, 36 gram of water evolves oxygen is equal to how many mole? 1 mole, that is according to mole concept 22.4 liter. So 1 gram of water evolves O2 is equal to 22.4 by 36, and therefore 18 gram of water will evolve oxygen is equal to 22.4 by 36 into 18. So this is 2 and you get 11.2. So this is 11.2 liter. This is the answer. So here we have again used unitary method, and here the relation is mass volume. The earlier question, that is while calculating the mass, we have used the relation of mass. Okay, so this is the answer of this question. Next we will move to another kind of question. So let me rub this. I hope you have understood. So it's very hot nowadays. All of you must keep on studying, and at the same time enjoy this heat. You must be ready with your studies always. Let me see another question. Calculate the mass of potassium nitrite, that is KNO3, formed by thermal decomposition of 15.15 gram of potassium nitrate. This is nitrite. Okay, so this is the question. Let's see the solution. First of all, first step in this question, you can see you are not provided with the chemical equation, but it is said that it is a thermal decomposition reaction. So you must know the product. When KNO3 undergoes thermal decomposition, what happens? It produces potassium nitrite and oxygen gas. So we have to balance this. So the first step is complete. Now we have to go to the second step, that is we have to find the molar ratio. So 2 moles here, also 2 mole and 1 mole. So 2 moles, first we will calculate the molar mass. Potassium 39, nitrogen 14 and oxygen 3 into 16. So 2 into this is 101. So we get that is 202 gram. Here 2 mole means 2 into potassium, again 39 plus 14 plus 6, 2 into 16. Okay, so 2, we are getting this 85. So this is equal to 5 to the 10, 8 to the 16, 170 gram. Now you are asked calculate the mass of KNO2 formed by thermal decomposition. So see, we have tried to find the molar ratio, that is 202 gram and 170 gram. Now you have to follow the unitary method to solve this question, and we have to frame the statement in such a way that what is asked we have to write on the right side, and what is given on the question we have to write it on the left hand side. So we are asked to find the mass of KNO2. So now from question we see that 202 gram of KNO3 on decomposition forms KNO2 equal to 170 gram. So 1 gram of KNO3 on decomposition forms KNO2 is equal to 170 divided by 202, and in question you are asked for 15.15. So simply multiply KNO2 is equal to 170 divided by 202 into 15.15. So the answer which is given is 12.75 gram. This is 12.75 gram. So this is again a mass relation. We have done mass volume, mass 2 questions. So you can get many more questions in your NCERT book, like there is a question related to stoichiometry given on page number 18, problem 1.3 and problem 1.4. Please go through it. Then in the on page number 22, part 1 NCERT book, class 11, question number 1.4, then question number 1.10. Please solve this and have a good grasping over it. So that's all for today. I hope you have understood the lecture, and if you like my video, please like it, share it, and also subscribe. So until the next video comes, it's all the best from your Frank Guruji. Tata.